All right, what up, what up, what up? Johnny coming at you from BRAAP. Another beautiful day here in sunny Florida. Been a minute since I've done a video, but as many of you guys know already, we just introduced our new lift kits, and I want to talk to you about the 5-inch STR lift that we just came out with. This thing is badass. I think you guys are going to love it. We got this on pre-order on our website. Make sure you get those orders in, because these things are going to go out in the order that we receive your orders. So anything, without further ado, I'm going to flip this thing around and give you guys an overview of this stuff, all right? Okay, so first things first, really noticeable, we got 30-inch tires on here. Really helped this thing stand out a lot more. It's beautiful in my opinion. Underneath, what we have is basically a widened wheelbase, and we also push this thing forward some in order to accommodate the bigger tires without having to cut into your frame. We also went a little bit wider with this because we got bigger tires on it. We got more lift, and we had to accommodate for that camber. And basically, you got a real nice stance on this thing at this point. So up underneath, aside from the widened cross member and push forward, we also have a new strut setup. This is basically modified from a UTV setup, along with the new struts, new sway bar links. This is all included in that 5-inch STR kit. New sway bar links, also new extended brake lines, so you don't have to worry about that, and extended tie rod ends, and I may have mentioned an extended sway bar. So basically this front end is set up really nice. There's no junk in this. All good solid stuff, and it's just a good solid build. Now, one thing I should tell you about the UTV modified strut setup here is you get a heck of a lot more travel. So first of all, you got a lot more space between the wheel, or the tire rather, and the fenders, but you got a lot of up and down travel. So if you guys are going to be trailing with these things, it's going to be much better performance in that regard. You're not going to be bottoming out the shocks as much. You're not going to be fully extending them as much. Just a much better solution for what I think it is we all want here. Okay, let's move on to the back end. A lot going on here. So 30-inch tire, obviously. Two things happening here. Basically, this is a combination of a cradle body lift along with a suspension lift, okay? Now, the cradle body lift is a 3-inch lift. All that does really, it raises the body off of the cradle about 3 inches, or you can look at it conversely and say it lowers the cradle down from the body 3 inches. Either way, that gives you about 3 inches of lift on the back end. In addition to that, you have a 2-inch suspension lift. Now, the difference between this 2-inch suspension lift and what you've known, I guess, to this point, is that we're actually using an extended gas shock in the rear end of this. It's better performing for this purpose again, but also it provides a couple inches of lift on its own without a need for any type of bracket or anything like that. So in addition to that, on top of the spring, we're using a different setup for that. It's actually a steel kind of block, I guess you'd call it. It's bolted right into the frame, so a little bit more secure. Just nice stuff. This thing rides out beautifully. And so between the front and rear suspension, you're set up for some, I'd say pretty heavy trailing on this. You're still not going to be rock climbing. It is a smart car, but you're going to have some definite fun with this. We're proud of it. So if you already have the 2-inch lift, or maybe you upgraded to 3-inch in the front, we've got an upgrade kit that you can get to bring that to 5 inches. Now, the only difference with that from the STR is that in the rear end, there's no suspension change, okay? So you're gonna run with the suspension and the lift that you already have in your smart car now, and then in addition to that, you're gonna pop in the 3-inch body cradle lift that we have here, okay? So a little easier, a little bit less expensive. If you've already done that work on your car, you can get that in there. Again, same as what you see here in the front end in terms of all the suspension, all the bells and whistles and all that kind of stuff. And in the rear end, the difference is that you're maintaining your stock suspension, all right? So, in addition to that, as I mentioned before, we're gonna be getting pictures up of all the components that come in the lift. Kind of hard to show you with the car all put together, actually, what's in there, but you got a lot of goodies. You're getting a lot for your money with this, all right? So hey, get your pre-orders in. Again, we're going to start shipping those on August 17th. These things take us a minute to make, so hopefully we'll get them out. It really kind of depends on how many orders we get, but the bottom line is the sooner you get your order in, the higher you are up on that list. So that means the sooner we'll ship out your kit. So go after it, guys. Later.